Welcome to the very first episode of the Alpha Female Lounge on Asake Online. I am your host, Pamela Mpofu, and on this show, we are going to be focusing on celebrating and profiling women who are doing great across different sectors in the Matabeleland region. Don't forget to follow us online at SiteZW on Instagram, on Twitter, as well as Facebook. Today, we are joined by a musician, Novuyo Seagirl, a sound engineer, a music producer, an actress, and also a mother. Please welcome Novuyo Seagirl. Welcome to the Alpha Female Lounge, Novuyo.
Thank you, darling. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So on this show, we are celebrating and profiling women that are doing well in their respective industries, and you're one of those. Would you say you identify yourself as an alpha female?
Of course, definitely.
Of course. So you were a member of Intombi, Somkagala, and you toured quite a number of countries, including Germany, Russia, as well as Austria. And then you also joined one of the biggest cultural acts, Umoja, and you toured South Africa and Mozambique. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
All right, so back in 2011, I saw myself with Intombi Somkagala, which was run by Sandra Ndebele back then. And it was a women ensemble. And we got together, it was a musical production. We got together, did some dancing, did some singing, as well as acting and instrument playing. And we managed to tour in the same year, Russia and Germany and Austria. And then when I came back, I dropped in terms of Kangala, and then I went and joined Umoja Cultural Flying Carpet, and that was in 2012 and 2013. So I managed to go on boot camp sort of tour. That was 2012 and 2013. So I managed to tour Mozambique as well as South Africa. So yeah, it's been quite a journey.
And how was the traveling? I mean, going to different
amazing,
countries.
Obviously.
Obviously.
It was amazing. I don't want to got to learn a lot of things, meeting with different people, getting to know and learn other cultural dances and backgrounds of we managed to meet up with, would actually share the stage with the likes of Mozambique, Norway, South Africa, Mozambique, it's like lots of countries. The list is infinite. And imagine you being on a big stage with thousands of people watching Maputo Festival, lots of festival, Kinder Cultural Caruana Festival. The list is just infinite. So imagine getting to perform in front of such people and you are being treated like a real celebrity. You're feeling the real vibes of being a celeb, and obviously the shopping, seeing nice places,
the pictures
the
and
hotels,
the postings.
exactly.
Yes.
Sleeping in a big hotel, fancy life. That was just amazing.
So after winning Star Bride, your career immediately took off, and you've since then become one of the most seasoned female musicians to come out of Blayo. Was it always the plan to pursue a solo music career?
To be honest, it wasn't. I didn't even imagine it. It just happened, I guess. As I was growing and I was learning, being part of those major groups, Umoja in terms of Kangala, got me to learn and see how other people were doing it as solo artists. So I guess that kind of inspired me. But I never saw myself, I never imagined myself being a solo artist, because I'd always been suffering from confidence. So my confidence was always
very low.
Very low. So I would hide behind other people. I would know that someone is leading a song, and I'm just there to back it up.
Okay, so now, because you were so used to hiding behind other people, how then did you get to a point of saying, I'm now confident enough to go in front of the camera, to just be on my own?
I think one moment that really got me to conquer my fear a little bit was a moment when we were in Mozambique, and so happened that my twin sister, she sings as well, by the way. So happened that she was leading a certain song, and the only people that knew the lyrics of that song were only me and her, because it was our song. So she was leading the song, And then it turns out that her voice went.
Oh no.
So no other person knew the lyrics, and it was a Ndebele song, and the rest of the other guys were Shoners. So none whatsoever knew the song and would pronounce the lyrics properly. So I was forced to then lead that song.
And that was your defining moment.
That was my defining moment. And it was in front of thousands of people, and I was shaking. I didn't even know I was going to do it. But then surprisingly, I did it. And then I think that day is the day I got to break off it. And then later on, when I then went for Star Bride, then that's when I think Star Bride really played a huge role in terms of grooming me as an individual and getting me to really boost my confidence. And, you know, I think it really played a huge role. I got to learn to be more confident about myself, about who I am, about, you know, I got to discover who Novuyo Seagirl is.
A lot more about yourself.
A lot more about myself that I didn't even know. I conquered a lot. So, yeah.
Which is good. So you have a lot of things that you do. You are an actress.
Yes.
You're a sound engineer. You're a producer.
Yes.
You play the keyboard and a number of other instruments. You're a musician, obviously, and you're also a mom. How do you balance everything?
I don't even know. It just happens. I think when you know what you want and you put your mind to it and you tell yourself, this is a little human being that is depending on me. I have to do everything to impress him, to fend for him, to be the best mom.
For him.
For him. It's all for him. He is my purpose. He is my inspiration. He is what keeps me going. So whenever I wake up, I'll be like, girl, wake up, go get it. Go conquer that world. Go show them. Go get that money in your purse. Go work.
And out of these roles that you have, because you are such a busy arts woman, which one is your favorite? The one that you find very, very fulfilling with I'm in my space and I'm content.
I think all my duties are seasonal. Sort of. Sometimes I get to be so fond of singing, and it's just what I want to do only. And sometimes I'm so obsessed with acting, and sometimes I'm just obsessed with writing music or doing a different thing. Like for this past 2 months, 3 months, yes. For the past 3 months, all I've been obsessed with was engineering. I was learning a lot. I've been visiting my friends with engineering, like Audio Serve. My friend Tino runs an engineering company. I've been visiting there a lot to learn. So I've been obsessed with that for the past 3 months. So it's more like it's seasonal.
Sometimes
seasonal. When I say
this
week, this month I want to learn this, I focus on it. I want to improve on this, I just focus on it. So I can't really say this is, but I guess performing, being on stage and entertaining people is the best for me, because I get to, not only do I get to make people happy through my music, I get to show the world that you can be whatever you want to be, and none, not even one thing can stop you. Because I feel like, looking back at where I'm coming from with no confidence at all, and being here today, being a multi-award winning artist, says a lot about what I've achieved, what I've done so far, says a lot about, you know, being an inspiration to someone. I hear a lot of people, I get a lot of messages, someone saying, Novuyo, you are my inspiration. I used to see you Star Bride, and look at you today. You are the one person that makes me believe I can be something more tomorrow. So I guess performing means a lot for me.
Now that you've mentioned it, what is it like to walk, let's say probably maybe in Bulawayo, because Bulawayo is quite small. What is it like to just walk here and then someone is coming like, oh my God, it's that girl from where? And
Sometimes it does happen, hey. Though sometimes I can just walk by and people don't even notice who the hell I am. But hey, it's Bulawayo, I'm used to it. It's not a big deal. But sometimes I do get people. Like sometime last week, when was the gala? Last week, was it? When I was going to shoot it, so I was picking up my guitarist, And the people that stay with my kiddos, they all came out of the house. The whole family hugged me. They gave me hugs. Novuyo, we love you. They've been following me since Starbright. They were like, they even know my songs, every song. Even the songs that I performed, my last performance song that I did on Starbright's self-composition, they knew everything. I was surprised. I was like, so there is people that really adore me this much.
And they follow you.
They follow me. It's overwhelming. It's so amazing to get that all the time. So yeah, even one time I bumped into some kids from Coquitlam. They were like, so Salman was you need an egg. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, still I don't take a picture. I'm using my phone to even take the pictures.
That is so cute.
It's nice. It's really amazing
So
to
it's
get
nice.
that.
The celeb life is nice.
It's nice, but it's got too much pressure at the same time. People
totally
expect too much from us as if we're not human beings. They think we have to live this certain life that is so perfect with no mistakes, with no drama. But hey, they forget that we're also human beings. So there's a lot of pressure that comes with being a celebrity. Yeah.
In case you just tuned in, this is the Alpha Female Lounge on Asake Online, and today we're chatting to the phenomenal Novuyo Seagirl, and she's telling us more about her journey, her career, as well as her life. So, Novuyo, society has certain expectations, particularly for women, because you will find that men can pursue their career, especially in African setup. They pursue their career, and that's how it is. But then now women are taking up space, and women are saying, we also want to do this. For you, how has that been like? Because you're expected to say, maybe at your age, you're supposed to be married, you're supposed to be having a husband. You can't be all over the world dancing on stage.
One thing I've said to myself, I'll never let a man come into my life and detect how I'm supposed to live it, what I'm supposed to do and not do, because his family has got opinions about my career, about my choice of work. No. It doesn't work like that, because you get to live your life the way you want. So let me live my mind the way I want. Who says that women are not supposed to be in the limelight and not be able to get married and be a wife at home and have kids and just get to live the normal life? Who says that you have to carry yourself in a certain way that pleases so and so that you are then said to be a perfect woman? We are Sisimbogoto. We are everything. We can do anything just like men. We can be engineers too. We can be mechanics too. We can be whatever we want. And in the space that I'm in my industry, in the music industry, we are so much judged. Every female artist is associated with being, how do I put it? With being cheap, with being associated with drugs or sleeping with men to get where you are. We have gotten all of that. But tell you what, it's about dignity. It's either you have it or you don't. If she's doing it, then it's on her. But don't go around painting every other person and thinking that they are achieving this because they slept with directors, they've slept with promoters. We have gotten all those insults. I am a mother. My relationship with my baby daddy failed because he would listen to people. Every one of his spies would rush and feed him with whatever they wanted to feed him. I perform at night, and everyone thinks that a woman outside, 12 midnight, she's still not home. What is she doing? What if she's seeing other men? What if there's a lot? So it failed because of that. And I was like, you know what? It's either you date those people or you date me. So it's either you take me or you take them. So it takes one strong other partner to understand what you are into, to support you enough and not to listen to judgments, because we are judged every day. But screw whoever thinks that what I do is associated with whatever you think it is, but it's none of my business.
And then how about your family? Because like you just said, if a girl is out ebusuku at 12, you know, it will raise alarms. And you know, when you say family in an African setup, we don't just say your mom and your father. Kulabo aunt.
Thank you.
Kulabo bantu
Extended
bazathi, you guys are letting this child do as she pleases. Like, how has the extended family been like to
My mom and my dad have suffered that the most. My extended family, my aunts, uncles, even my brothers and my sisters, elder brothers, sisters, they've had their opinions in the beginning, but now they can't tell me anything. Like, what are you saying? I close my ears. So my mom and my dad suffered the most in the beginning. I remember my dad never used to want to hear about anything about doing music, dancing and everything. He was against it because he's so academic. So he always wanted you to do books, and none to do with dancing and everything. But, and I remember at one point my brother stays in SA. He came from SA, and he, my sister, we used to stay with my sister most of the times because my mom would travel up and down. So my dad used to work in Maswingo. So my brother came, and my sister fed him whatever information he wanted to feed him. And he said, they come back in the morning, show. And they didn't know that's how it operates. When you get to a show, there's a lineup. Probably I'm put to perform at 4 a.m. or at 3 a.m. And then it means I get home late. So they never understood how the industry works. My brother comes home, he picks a fight with me and my twin sister because we're too cold. He actually tries to stop us from going to the show. We ended up having a family big meeting. They told mom and dad, they got lectured as if we were doing something bad.
And it became a huge issue.
It became a huge issue. And then my sister had told my aunt somewhere, everyone came on us. But today, they're the same people that are very supportive. I told them, this is what I do. This is my job. This is the job that I chose. I will not let you guys come in my way. And the first people that supported me when I want stop right, they started changing their perspective. They started changing their mindset, especially when we started touring. When we went overseas, my dad was like, so this thing is actually serious, eh? So this thing actually pays, eh? So that's when he started changing his mindset. But we've gotten that a lot. But now my family is the biggest support system.
Which is very
They are very amazing, especially my mom and dad. Thumbs up to them. But that is, as long as my parents approve.
Everyone else doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I don't. Oh, you know,
Yes,
nothing.
So besides your music and your arts career, you're also passionate about empowering women in the arts sector. You're a part of the Loziba Festival, which is a movement that seeks to create spaces for women in the arts sector, allow them to showcase their talent, and also eradicate the dominance of male in the arts industry. What was the biggest motivation for you to be a part of the Loziba Festival?
So, Loziba movement came as an idea. And when I had that idea, I approached a friend of mine, Stewie, and I was like, Stewie, this is what I have in mind. And Stewie was like, yes, I had something similar in mind. How do we execute this? We approached Tando Kwinji with the idea, and Tando was like, I've always wanted to do something similar to support women. So let's get together, build a committee, and invite female creatives to be part of it. So that's how it started. And we wanted to do our first Loziba Festival. That was March 2020. But then Corona came and then destroyed every plan that we had. And then, we thought, no, it wasn't all about the festival, but it's about keeping those women together, celebrating them, celebrating their diversity, celebrating their different talents. So it had to do whether you're in music, poetry, whether you are in jewelry, whatever you do, we just wanted to be together and be able to support each other, share our works, and probably collaborate as well. So that's what's been happening and is still standing up to today. Well, I must say, a lot of other talents have been discovered through through the movement, or Pamela, they got to shine. They got to stand up through the Loziba movement. Lots of female creatives, I must say. And I'm so happy that it's a success and it's still ongoing. And the movement is amazing. Even here at site, we are here doing the songs for the injustices. And I think we have about 10 females doing the songs for the solidarity and social injustices here at site. So I must say, it's great. It's great to do something that doesn't only help you, but helps other women, empower each other. So I always like helping other people in terms of getting somewhere, because I suffered a lot when I started. You know, when you have to find your own way,
and you have no one to help you.
And you have no one to help you. And so I just want to help the best way I can.
And you guys are really doing some phenomenal work, especially in Bulawayo. On the hot topic, COVID-19, obviously, it came last year and it just turned
Still
all upside
ongoing.
down. And our industry is still growing in Matabele. It's still a growing industry. And obviously, you guys were affected a lot because most of your income is made when you do shows. So now, alternatively, you guys have to find ways of making a living during COVID. So how has this process been for you? And actually, what are some of the things that you're doing to make sure you're putting bread on the table?
Money in my purse still coming.
Yes.
Dude, I don't want to lie. COVID has been a killer of success, killer of everything, motivation. But then I also got to say to myself, it also became a blessing in disguise. Why am I saying that? We were so comfortable with having one way of surviving. That's just waking up, going to the studio, I record a song, I release, I submit online, I do shows, and then that's it. But then COVID was an awakening call for, like, not only me, I think for everybody. I got out of my box, comfortable zone. I got out, and it gave me time to reflect to myself, to my brand, to everything that I do. And I must say, ever since then, I became a better person, more creative, more inspired to do not just singing, not just dancing, not just all these other things that you know me guys doing. I've ventured into other things that can bring me money because I have a child and my son goes to school.
And you have to secure the bag for him.
I have to secure the bag. He's a very demanding little boy. He doesn't understand that why is he not getting pizza? He needs pizza. He doesn't understand why doesn't I have this? So I have to make sure I keep things going because kids, a 5-year-old would not really understand.
Yeah,
much.
they don't.
So I got to find other channels of surviving, and I must say, I'm a stronger person now, and hence I got inspired to write my song Imbowoto because I reflected to all the things that where I was coming from, all the struggles that I survived, all the trials and tribulations, and I looked at my surrounding women, and I was like, damn, women are strong.
Yes.
You are a single mother. You are fending for a kid. Some got 2, some got more than that. And we are in COVID. People are suffering. People don't have money. Some have been retrenched, no jobs, no whatever. And people are still surviving. And they're still making sure there's food at home. Kids are eating. Damn, women are strong, man.
Very strong.
Damn.
So now, on a lighter note, you have shared the stage with some big names. Nadia Nakai, Mafiki Zolo, Shasha, Gigi Lamaine. Who is the one artist that you say, I really have to work with before you decide to sell a pass? Like, who do you want?
Damn, I don't know, man. I'll say locally, I'll start locally first. Locally, I think I do want to see myself working with Hope Masike. I'm a huge fan of her music. And I think I wouldn't mind. Even Tami Moyo. I think I would. I love her energy. I love her creativity. So I think I would want to work with her. I don't even mind Amara Brown as well, locally. And
regionally, in the region.
And here in Bulawayo, I think I'm very fond of Vuyo Brown's music. I love her music, and I think I wouldn't mind working with her. But on a bigger note, I've worked with so many locals here in Bulawayo. So
definitely.
So some it's been amazing, you know. So I think my list has been covered already.
Yes.
I've worked the likes of Khwabarati. I've worked with Zistos, Vanawiti, Vanafuti. I've worked with, damn, I've been working with boys only. There's no female.
I was actually about to ask, why is the list full of men?
Damn, the only person I worked with was Lati locally, but she's based in SA. So she's the only female in my list.
So I think we should now look forward to some female
collaborations. Definitely, yes. Female collaborations coming right up. So Kakashio is already on the lineup. So yeah, locally that and regionally that's that, and internationally.
Yes.
Definitely, Lyra. Definitely, hey, Rihanna, Sia.
So another problem with Rihanna is I don't have all of
the day I get there, I'll be untouchable.
But okay, looks like she's chilled. So what are we going to do?
I'll get something. I'm keeping my cousin. I'm going secure back. I love Lyra. I love Simpiotana. I love Thandiswa Mazwai. I love who. I think I wouldn't mind working with Busi and Simi. Yeah. Rihanna, Sia, watch out for me. Oh.
I'm sure they'll see this. They'll definitely see this.
Watch out for me. Wait for me. I'm coming. I'm securing the bag.
Okay, Novuyo, before we wrap this up,
Damn.
What would you say to the 10-year-old you when you started this journey with the experience that you now have? What would you tell 10-year-old Novuyo who has dreams of being on stage and touring the world and making it as a big shot female musician?
Do it wherever you are. Girl, female, whatever, boy. You need a lever and an extra to survive this industry. It's not easy. It's brutal. But you need to be strong. You need to come up here with great attitude. Discipline. You got to be determined. You got to be focused. You got to be consistent in order for you to make it and achieve something. You need to make sure that great attitude, it gets you somewhere, it builds you. Talent is not enough. It's not. Without these aspects, without these things that I just mentioned, you are nothing and you won't go anywhere. So you need to be strong, very strong, and because you will be trashed, you will be praised, you will flourish, and you will fall down again. But you need to keep picking yourself up, getting up, dusting yourself, focus, move on, and do you. The rest of the world to adjust. That's all I can say.
That is so beautiful. Novuyo, thank you so much for taking time to come and sit with us here and have this beautiful discussion that we had. I hope other people will be as inspired as I was with this discussion that we had. And we've come to the end of the first episode of the Alpha Female Lounge, a weekly program that seeks to celebrate women who are doing great in their respective industries in the Matabeleland region. Don't forget to follow us on SiteZW on all social media platforms. Join me again next week, Thursday, as we sit down with another phenomenal Imbogodo from the Matabeleland region to talk about other issues that affect women right here on Asake Online at 10 a.m. Central Africa time. Don't forget to follow me as well on social media at The Media Babe on Instagram and Pamela Mpofu on Twitter. It has been very lovely talking to Novuyo. Novuyo, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope you guys enjoyed the show because I did. Until next week, Thursday, goodbye.